Welcome to Exploring Foods with Smitty. Guess what? I don't know how many times I've gotten up in the morning and I've wanted pancakes or waffles, and I thought, well, I can't make them. I don't have any pancake or waffle batter. Well, guess what? Today we are making waffles, and the batter we're making is from scratch. It's buttermilk waffles, and I can assure you, you have all the ingredients you need right in your kitchen cabinet. So, I'm going to get my stuff together and we're going to be making waffles. And guess what? It's not going to be Aunt Jemima's, Bisquick, or none of those people's. It's going to be mine. So I'll be back when I get my stuff together. See you in a bit. Now, I've never made homemade waffles before, but I'm going to try it. So, what you're going to start with is your cup of buttermilk, which is right here. And I'm just going to pour that in my bowl, like so. And before I go into that, let's go ahead and mix our dry ingredients up. This is flour, this is salt, baking soda, and baking powder. So it says you want to get these mixed up really well together before you put it into your wet ingredients. And then this is just a small amount. I only did half the recipe because I didn't want to make too much. So I'm getting this all mixed up right here. So when I get ready to put it into my wet ingredients, it'll be all mixed up. But like I said, I don't know how many times I've always wanted to make pancakes or something like that. And I was like, oh, I don't have any pancake mix. Well, I'm telling you, you have all this stuff in your cabinet. You don't even have to fret over it. So back to my buttermilk. What I'm going to do with my buttermilk is I'm going to put in 1 egg. Like so. And then I'm going to mix, because we want it all mixed together. And you know what? Buttermilk makes a nice moist pancake or waffle. Okay. So to that, I'm going to add my melted butter, which is a 1/3 cup of melted butter. And as a matter of fact, when I was melting this butter, I found out that I can't have the air fryer on and the microwave because I blew the fuse. And then I had to go in the basement and turn it back on. So let's mix all this in here like so. Get it all good and mixed. Okay. Then what I'm going to add to this is some vanilla. Looks like I'm out of vanilla, but believe me, I'm not out. I don't ever run out of vanilla. So I'm going to pour some vanilla in. And you can add any flavor to your waffles you'd like. Like I have different flavorings. I could add strawberry, rum, all kinds of flavorings. And this is all Watkins flavorings too. That smells good. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is to pour my dry ingredients into my wet ingredients. Like so. And then I'm just going to give it a mix. And you may have some lumps and you may not, but that's okay. I'm going to give it a mix like so. You don't need to mix it with a mixer. You can just do it with one of these, or, you know. Actually, I remember in the old days, I used to mix with a spoon. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get this all mixed up. I have my waffle iron over there getting hot, and it says to let your batter rest for 10 minutes. Alexa, give me a 10-minute timer. So I'm going to let this rest for 10 minutes, and when I come back, we're going to be making waffles. I'm making waffles. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and spray my waffle iron with some spray. Like so. And then this is my waffle batter that's been resting. Just going to go ahead and put some in. You can pour it in with a scoop if you'd like, or whatever you want to pour it in with. So I'm excited because this is my first time exploring homemade waffles with you. Okay, so I don't want to over put. So let's let it down. There we go. And then when our waffle's ready, our light will turn green and we'll be back then. Okay, so the green light is on. That means my waffle is ready. And I did put a little bit too much waffle dough on there. So I had a volcano, but that's okay. So let's get our waffle out of here. Mmm, smells delicious. And it's nice and fluffy too. A little help. There we go. Nice crispy waffle. Let's give it a try. Okay, as I said, you probably have these ingredients already in your house. You don't have to go buy any extra stuff, or unless you want to add flavors or something like that to it. So what I'm doing is putting on butter. And I like a lot of butter on my waffles. I won't show you how much. Okay. So there it is. It's nice and crispy. And another thing I like on my waffles, and that I use in my coffee, is agave. Because it helps to keep my sugar from spiking. Put on a little bit of agave. And guess what? That chicken that I made earlier, now we've got chicken and waffles. And you know what, I'm weird like this. I don't like my food touching. I know that's weird, but that's how it is. So. Okay, so I'm ready to try it. I put on a little of agave. And it's a very nice crispy waffle. Seems to be nice crispy on the outside and nice and tender on the inside. Mmm. Mmm. Very, very good. Once you try these, you'll always make them this way. And you know what? Once you can also make them, like if you're having a breakfast party, you can make them and you can put them in the oven. Not stacking them on top of each other, but in single file, and they'll stay warm and crisp. Mmm. Delicious. So, thank you for exploring Foods with Smitty. Today, we're exploring homemade waffles. Give it a try. Like I said, you probably have these ingredients in your kitchen. Okay, see you on the next one.